Ha guys, let's get more news about Warriors, but first don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Kevin Durant claims his game resembles Michael Jordan's on Team USA. Stephen Curry chooses Chris Mullin. Members of Team USA spoke about which players from the iconic 1992 Dream Team their games are similar to. Kevin Durant claimed his game was similar to Michael Jordan's. Jason Tatum likened himself to fellow Celtics legend Larry Bird, with Stephen Curry doing the same, comparing his game to Warriors legend Chris Mullin. Kevin Durant: yeah, I know who was on the team. Michael Jordan. Jason Tatum: I'm a Celtic, people will like this. I'm a Larry Bird. Stephen Curry: Chris Mullin, two great shooters. Devin Booker: I wouldn't compare myself to any of those guys, I have a lot of respect for them. Anthony Edwards: I know Devin Booker and Anthony Edwards notably refused to name comparisons from the Dream Team. Booker was respectful, whereas Edwards was his usual nonchalant self, but the players that did give comparisons did make some interesting parallels to their Dream Team counterparts. Kevin Durant and Michael Jordan played different positions, with MJ working as a guard or even a small forward, whereas Durant plays a forward position almost exclusively, with both players being known for their mid-range scoring. The comparison doesn't seem valid as for Jason Tatum and Larry Bird. Their similarities begin and end with them being Celtic superstars. Bird was an incredible shooter, whereas Tatum's game involves more slashing thanks to his athleticism. However, Tatum is also a decent shooter, so one can see where he is coming from. As for Stephen Curry and Chris Mullin, both aren't just Warriors legends but are also recognized as all-time great shooters, with Curry being considered the greatest shooter of all time. Other Team USA stars like LeBron James, Joel Embiid and Tyrese Halliburton didn't make any comments in this video. There has been a lot of discussion about the quality of Team USA roster in 2024 compared to the iconic 1992 Dream Team that won gold at the Olympics in Barcelona recently. Charles Barkley spoke about why his 1992 Team USA roster was better than 2024's Team USA roster. It should be noted that the level of competition on the global stage right now is far higher than it was in 1992. Team USA in 2024 will face at least 61 active NBA players, whereas the Dream Team only faced 9 active players in the NBA during their dominant run to the gold medal. Considering the depth of the roster, there is a fair argument to be made on either side. The three defining players of a generation are joined by several superstars in the league on both teams, and one just has to decide which one they prefer. Of course, this argument will fall apart if Team USA fails to win gold at the Paris Olympics. If 2024's team can't secure gold at the Olympics like the Dream Team, any comparisons between the two will not be merited, as they didn't achieve the same levels of success at the highest level of Olympic basketball. Draymond Green relieved by Klay Thompson's departure. Draymond Green expressed his relief and happiness regarding Klay Thompson's departure from the Golden State Warriors, acknowledging that Thompson was no longer happy with the team. Thompson has recently joined the Dallas Mavericks after 1 year with the Warriors. In a recent episode of former guard Jeff Teague's podcast, Draymond Green shared his thoughts on Klay Thompson's departure from the Golden State Warriors. Green, known for his candidness, expressed his relief and happiness for Thompson, who had been visibly unhappy with the Warriors. Thompson, after 13 years of service with the Warriors, made a significant move to the Dallas Mavericks, marking a new chapter in his illustrious career. Green was open about the difficulty of seeing his longtime teammate and friend leave the team. He acknowledged the emotional challenge but emphasized his joy for Thompson's decision, stating that it was the best move for Thompson's well-being. "I'm happy he left," Green said. "The reason I'm happy is because he wasn't happy here anymore as a brother. I want What's best for him, not what's best for me or the team or the organization. Thompson's departure signifies the end of an era for the Warriors where he played a crucial role in their 3 NBA championships. His decision to join the Mavericks came after a period of visible dissatisfaction which Green found troubling. "We spent more time together than with our families. Seeing him like that last year bothered me," Green confessed. Ingram to the Warriors, Marinin to the Pelicans. Here's a hypothetical 3-team trade. The possibility of the New Orleans Pelicans trading forward Brandon Ingram remains likely despite a current quiet period in the NBA, but it's been reported that Ingram won't get traded until there's clarity on Utah Jazz big man Lauri Markkanen situation. What if both get done at once? This could be a situation that leaks into the regular season when teams get desperate near the trade deadline, but there's currently another team that's looking to acquire and upgrade the Golden State Warriors. Golden State pursued Paul George before he signed with the Philadelphia 76ers, but Ingram could fit that mold. It depends on how urgent the front office is in building a win-now team around Stephen Curry as he approaches the final years of his prime. If Utah elects to rebuild, this could be a perfect avenue for them to trade away at top assets in exchange for young players and future picks. Ingram has a complicated trade market because he wants a 4-year $25 million extension, but that could actually play into Golden State and Utah's favor. Here's one trade hypothetical. Warriors receive Brandon Ingram 2025 first swap via Milwaukee Bucks 2027 second. Jazz receive Andrew Wiggins, Jonathan Kuminga, Moses Moody, Jordan Hawkins 2025 first via Pelicans 202-28 first swap via Warriors 2029 first swap via Pelicans 2032. Pelicans receive Lauri Markkanen, Colin Sion. The Pelicans would dish out Ingram 2023 rookie, Jordan Hawkins a 2025 first rounder, 2 second rounders and 2 pick swaps in exchange for Markkanen and Colin Sion. Markkanen and Sion were Utah's top 2 scoring pieces last season. They'd give New Orleans one of the deepest rotations in the NBA, while Markkanen would also solve the team's big man problem. He's not a rim protector by any means, but the 7-footer would help with other teams' bigs and act as a stretch 5 on offense. He might not be the best defensive player, but he wouldn't clog up the paint for Zion Williamson. Sion is a scoring guard who might clog up a rotation that already includes Murray, CJ McCollum and Jose Alvarado. Sion was primarily included in the trade for money purposes, and if he were sent to New Orleans, a deal where he's sent to another team could make sense. The Warriors get a good scoring forward to pair with Curry and Green while getting out of Andrew Wiggins' contract. They also hold on to promising 2023 rookie Brandon Kme. Utah receives Jonathan Kuminga, Moses Moody and Jordan Hawkins to help build a young core while diving headfirst into the Cooper Flag sweepstakes for next season's draft. They also take on Wiggins' deal, which they can afford but might want to try and move since he's due $85 million over the next 3 seasons. At the same time, the money has to be spent on someone, a defensive veteran who won't take away a bunch of opportunities from the younger players. Could be a good ingredient for a young Jazz team. Ingram was also brought up in a hypothetical trade on the Ringer NBA show. They talked about the state of the Bucks and how Ingram could be the eventual replacement for Chris Middleton. It had also fixed the Pelican center issues with Brook Lopez coming back in return. The problem with the trade is the complications of the second apron. Milwaukee is over it right now, and matching Ingram's contract without trading away more players than it'd be getting back is impossible. Pelicans head of basketball operations David Griffin recently talked to about the trade complications with Ingram, which makes it feel like this won't be a quick solution. And you fan, what do you think of the situation of Brandon Ingram leave? Your opinion in the comments.